Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me soft glam look featuring the new CHANTECAILLE holiday collection. And we'll also be taking a look at that advent calendar back there. So if you'd like to see that, please keep watching. A huge thank you to CHANTECAILLE for sending over the eyeshadow, the blush, the powder, as well as 2 new eyeshadow bases. These are called the Next Generation Eye Base. I have both light and medium, so we'll take a look at those. Of course, we'll take a tour of the products, do some swatches, do a demo, and then also, let me just grab this. And CHANTECAILLE has done an advent calendar, and they've done it so well, so we'll make sure to take a look at this if you didn't see my vlog where I actually unwrapped everything and showed you, but we'll take a look at this at the end if you haven't seen it already. Thank you so much to CHANTECAILLE for sending all of these over. I'm so excited, but I did want to show you the packaging that this comes in. I actually took pictures of these, but I put them back in the packaging because I think the boxes that they come in are just so beautiful. So I did want to show that to you. We have the Chic color in the shade Akoya. And this is a very gift ready kind of gift. It comes in this really sweet pink pouch. And here is this really stunning packaging. It's so pretty. It has CHANTECAILLE on the side as well. And I believe these pearls are placed by hand, which makes each one unique. And that is a really, really gorgeous shade. And you know how much I love blush, so I'm really excited about this one. There's a lovely sheen to this, and I'm really curious to see how this is gonna look on because it felt really nice, creamy, even going on. Next up, we have the Lumière Eye Sheen in Baroque. We have a really sweet fabric pouch here as well. Same stunning design. And this color is really pretty, and I noticed when it turns in terms of the angle, you can see that there are a couple of different shades at least in there. This looks like it's going to be really pretty on the lids. Here's the eye shade, and you can see kind of that duochrome effect. It has a rose tone, but then there's something else like a bronzy tone in there as well. And this one felt really creamy, applying as well as a swatch. And then we have the face powder. Yeah, these are just beautiful. And this has got to be one of the most beautiful makeup items I've ever seen because it has this beautiful design on it, and then the actual reflective quality in there, really refined, very elegant, but also I'm really fascinated by the shade here, and I'm curious to see how this is going to look on. And this is going to be one of the hardest ones for me to use just because I don't want to ruin the beautiful design, but we will definitely do that just so you can see what that looks like on. Looks like a nice ethereal kind of powder. Again, same creaminess, really even on application. And there they are all together. I also received the Next Generation Eye Base shades, both of them, so we will try them out together with this look. And you can see here the shades are light and medium. And then we've got the Next Generation Eye Base shades in light and in medium. And I was lucky enough to receive their very first advent calendar that they've ever created. So I will show you everything in there at the end if you wanted to take a look. And I placed the advent calendar back there just so I remember to open it for you. Of course, I did open it on my vlog if you already saw that, but if you haven't already, I'll show you what's inside at the end. I can actually see myself totally forgetting to talk about it and realizing it once I got into editing, but we're gonna go in with the Anti-Pollution Mattifying Cream first. I want to go in with something that's going to make the skin look really pretty, so we're going to go in with the Future Skin in Cream. I haven't used this for such a long time, but it is one of my very favorite foundations. It is the most sheer of them, so we're going to get a really pretty natural look with this on the skin. And I think that's why this shade works on me, because it's a more sheer shade. So even though it's a bit lighter than my skin tone, it has a really pretty peachiness to it that I love. So this is definitely buildable, but I'm just going to put a thin layer on for now. We're gonna go ahead and conceal though. Going in with the usual Sisley. I almost forgot I was going to go in with the real skin on my eyelids, but I do want to prep with the new eyeshadow base. Let's go ahead though with the Camouflage Stylo to brighten. This is in the shade 4C. And I know the shade's been out of stock for a while on Chantecaille because I tried to pick it up there myself, but I recently got an email that they've restocked it. So hopefully if you wanted it, it's still available. I'm gonna go in with the Clé de Peau in Honey. Of course, we're gonna go in with the Perfect Blur Powder in Light Medium. Just taking my Gucci pencil as usual with the brows. Then we'll go in with the Chantecaille Full Brows Perfecting Gel. The Chantecaille Full Brow Perfecting Gel and Tint in Dark. I'm curious about the shades in the eye base, so let's go ahead with the light shade first. Yeah, so that's a little bit light for me. Not a little, I think that one's too light for me. But let's just do this. I just want to see the difference. So in case you want a lighter base, because sometimes that has an effect on the overall look of your makeup, you could go with that, or let's try the medium. Okay, so medium is still like, it's not deeper than my skin tone. So for me, I would definitely go with medium just because it's a more neutral shade. Although you could do something with just these two, which I've actually really wanted to do before. I've tried a couple of other products where I just wanted to build some dimension with eyeshadow sticks. So let's see. So I just took the medium and went into the crease above. So if you want something super, super natural like that and not much, then you could do that with these. You could wear them alone as well. But I'm gonna go ahead over the whole eye area. This is the medium shade. So I just applied it all over my eyelids. Let's just let that kind of settle in for a moment. I'm gonna bronze and then we'll go in with the eyeshadow. Just gonna take Sirena. So I'm going to use the Chantecaille Shade and Sweet brush for this. Okay, I'm going to take the shade Baroque and just apply that on the lid. I'm just going to sweep that across as a one and done. Oh, that's really beautiful. That's a really beautiful shade. And that is working really well with the eye base. I'm just going to take the same brush and just take it at an angle like this and then go underneath as well. Of course, I'll go in with mascara, Chantecaille's Faux Longest Lash Mascara, and then we'll see what this looks like. Let's wait on the eyeliner for a moment and see how this looks. Okay, I just added mascara. I feel like I might want a tight line here because I always notice that difference between like the inside of my eyelid and my lashes. So maybe let's tight line. Let's let the mascara dry first because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna mess up my lashes. So let's go in with the powder. So I saw them do this on their video because I read face powder and then I thought, are you supposed to put this all over your face? They just put it on the high points. So we're gonna have to get into this. Yeah, I really don't want to, but I will. I'm looking for my brush. Where is it? So we're gonna go in with a Buff and Blur brush. That's what they used. I'm just gonna stamp really gently and then go on the high points. That's a really beautiful ethereal glow about it. Very subtle, pretty, really pretty. Yeah, actually, I wasn't quite sure of this brush because I know it picks up a lot of product, but you can on this. I thought it was going to pick up too much, but it's really just the perfect amount. And if you're concerned with it emphasizing any texture, it's not doing that. Really beautiful, sophisticated glow on this. I'm tempted to put it right here just so we can see what it looks like, right above like the arch of my brow. This is one of those products where you see someone in person and you can see that there's a glow, which is why I think the camera, it's not as obvious on camera because it is quite subtle, but really tastefully done. So this is a perfect product for those of you who are a bit highlight averse because it is such a gentle glow. I'm just gonna apply this to the inner corner just to see how that looks. And then I think you can actually see the glow compared to this side. Okay, so you can see the difference. Again, really subtle difference, but it just opens up this part of the eye. I actually think that's a perfect spot for that powder just because it is, again, so soft. I'm gonna tightline really quick with, I think, Slate. It won't be as deep, it'll just be a nice kind of deep gray. Let's go in with the blush now. And when I swatched it, it went on actually softer than I thought it would. It's kind of like, it's like a soft glam look. So here's the color, but here's the color on the brush and you can really see the difference. So let's see how this goes on. That is very pretty. I'm gonna take it all the way to the front and see what happens. That's really beautiful. This is a lovely blush formula. I'm just gonna bring a little up here as well. Now to find a lip. So let me find a lip that will complement this look. I think I found one. Let's try this, and if it doesn't work, we'll try something else, but you might be surprised. I picked Damask, which I thought was not my favorite color. With this look, it'll be really pretty, and I've been wearing this quite a bit, so I did end up really liking this. So I actually think this is quite a sophisticated holiday look. You've got a little bit of sparkle, just a little bit. If you're like me and you're not a sparkle fan, you have just a little bit of something special on the eyes without being too much. I think the glow of the cheek is so beautiful. You can see it hitting the light, and then having that blush layered on top is really pretty. And then I think that the deepness of this lip really makes it very elegant, very classic. And for a fragrance, Vetyver is gorgeous. It's a really elegant fragrance as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the advent calendar. And of course, if you are getting that for yourself and you don't want to see everything, then thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time, but let's go ahead and take a look. So it comes like this, and then you open up the doors. You can see there are 12 drawers, and I will take everything out and show you what everything looks like. As you can see, I've taken all of the items out of their drawers so we can look at them really quickly. We have a mini of the Rose de May face oil, one of my favorites, really sinks into the skin beautifully. We've got the lip veil in one of my favorite shades, Honey Pot. The luminescent eye shade in Zebra. We have a mini of my Holy Grail mascara, the Faux Longest Lash Mascara. We've got a mini of the Gold Recovery Mask. We have a mini of the Stress Repair Concentrate Plus, which I use twice a day. We've got the Philanthropy Cheek Shade in Smitten. We've got a mini of the Bio Lifting Serum. We have a mini of the Purifying and Exfoliating Phytoactive Solution, another daily for me. I've always wanted to try this. This is the Lip Potion. We also have the Full Brow Perfecting Gel. And we have the Bio Lifting Cream Plus Mini. This sells for $375, yet it's a $671 value. Let's quickly talk about the products. The Next Generation Eye Base. I've been using the Chantecaille Real Skin Plus, this product, on my eyelids as a primer, which was working nicely. So this is a thinner texture than the Real Skin and a little bit more dry, but not too dry at the same time. So I really enjoyed using this. I'm going to keep using it to let you know how I like it, but I think medium is the best shade for me. So you're around my coloring, medium's probably going to be really good for you. Let's talk about this eye shade here. This says a shimmering eyeshadow that lights up the eyes with a soft pearly glow, and that is a really good description. It is soft. So those of you who like a little bit of something just special, then this one's a great one. Nothing too much here, but definitely something different than every day. Next, we went in with this. It said face powder, but then I'm looking online, it says highlighter. So that's how I used it, as a highlighter. And I think you could probably put this all over your face. That's how subtle the glow is. But for me, I just put it on my cheekbone area here, on the bridge of my nose, in that inner corner. I really liked it in the inner corner. Beautiful powder. I don't think I have anything quite like this powder. And I do like the ethereal glow that it gives. Really, really pretty on the skin. So it didn't emphasize anything for me in terms of texture. So this went on beautifully. I really loved the finish of this. Maybe I will try it all over my face at some point, but it is a perfect level of highlighter for me. It says it feels creamy to the touch and illuminates the skin with a gorgeous lit from within glow. Definitely got that, but I think this was really, really beautiful. Let's talk about the blush. It says a luminous powder balm blush infused with antioxidant rich cottonseed oil that brushes on a natural looking rosy flush with a hint of sheen. And it does have that hint of sheen, but it's really pretty, nothing sparkly in here. And it is a cooler shade on me. So you have to know that it's going to be a cooler shade, but I like that. I can wear warm or cool blushes. I think it's just your preference and depends on what I pair it with as well. I really love this formula and I wish they would make more in this because it looks so seamless on the skin. I've had a lot of luck with seamless looking blushes lately, and this is one of them. And I think it just is such a pretty, pretty blush. And as for the advent calendar, I'm gonna say it is the most beautiful one I've seen so far this year. It has very useful items and things I will use all the way up, things I will travel with. There wasn't one item in there that I won't use. So I think they really did pick some of the best that they have to offer. So if you wanted to try anything out, that is a beautiful way to try out their products. So let me know if you picked up this collection, how you're using it, any tips and tricks. I feel like it was a really easy look to pull together. It takes very little time and yet a very classic, tasteful look. So thank you once again, Chantecaille, for sending everything over. But that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.